Morning, everybody. Good morning, Isaac. How are you?
Good morning. We're doing good.
Welcome back to the channel, Isaac.
Thank you.
Anyway, I talked about in an earlier video that we were going to do another project. Today's the day. And it seems like Isaac and I are always here when we're starting, isn't it, Isaac?
Now we just start, the rest can finish.
Yeah. And like all projects, I see we've got a electrical wire right where we don't want it.
We should have thought before, but we didn't.
This is nothing, Isaac. When we get over there, we got a gas line.
I know. We'll just cut it. No problem.
Anyway, what we're going to do is put in another intake. So we're going to eliminate the old number 4, put in a new number 4. And what we're doing is we're trying to make all our intakes to be 8,000 bushels an hour. And this is the last one that we have to do. So I'm going to do a few, I'll take a few videos as we go along. Anyway, we're just getting it marked out. Got to do a bunch of digging, pour some cement. This is the old intake. It's gonna go. Gonna put up a new leg. The leg's already made. I'll maybe get some video on it. And I think the old leg's gonna stay. Anyway, that's it so far. We've got it kind of blocked off here. We'll see what happens. Yeah, good morning again. This continuation of the project we're doing at the seed plant. It's beginning of day 2, and I just thought I would show you what we did yesterday. We have the footing dug for the new leg, and I'll go out and show you the new leg. We shortened our intake. It used to be about 15 feet longer. There was 2 conveyors here. We lopped them off. They've got the intake formed up and the rebar in. We ended up putting a catch basin. We put a catch basin down here. What we're going to do is we're going to slope this intake. I think it's, and this catch basin goes into a 8-inch tile. We're going to slope this 3 inches and 10 feet, I believe. Anyway, I've been waiting here for the sun to come up to finish this video before the guys get here. Mostly yesterday we dug. And we had a few things. A couple of tile. There's catch basins here. And we found the tile for them, of course. We always do. And they're going to form a wall each way here. They've got this one started. Yeah, they're actually doing the footing for the wall. Anyway, we hope to pour this morning. And then tomorrow we'll form up the walls and kind of get this project underway. We've got, I think they brought 6 loads of gravel yesterday. And I talked about that new leg. I'll take a walk over here and I'll show you that leg. What we're doing is, pit 4 is only about 4,000 bushels an hour, and we're going to make it 8. Same as pit 5, it's 8. Pit 6 is 8. Pit 8 and 9 are both 8. Pit 10 is 12. I just thought I'd show you some of the workings of a leg. You don't always get to see inside a leg, so anyway. What we've got is built this leg. It's lined with UHMW, that little this little piece right here. What that does is strip the grain off the cups. And we've got the head pulley. We've got it lagged with this special rubber. We don't have the gearbox on. It's coming. It's 2 and 15/16 shaft. The boot is ready to set in. They're going to probably set it in the day after they pour that concrete. This is the turn head. I can show you that's how the grain gets distributed. This is a 8-way turn head. Frank built this in the shop, and then we send it down to Cambridge and have it dipped, galvanized. That way it's galvanized inside and out. This is the ladder. It's another piece of trunk. These are the slow down boxes. They're all galvanized, ready to go. And when you galvanize, I guess you have to, all these tubes have to have a hole in, so the galvanized gets inside all the tubes. This is more trunking. This was all built in our own shop. Frank does all this. He does a very good job. Tedious. It's hard to get these things square. When you stand up a 100-foot leg, it's got to be straight. Anyway, I'll maybe add a little more tomorrow when they get that concrete poured. Yeah, I'm back. It is about 5:15 on the second day. Here's what we got. We've got footings in for walls. Now we'll put walls down here just to keep the gravel. There's a catch basin right there. We'll keep the gravel from going in there. And there's 2 walls going here. This is going to be the intake. This is sloped down here to that catch basin I was telling you about this morning. It's right there. Now that goes into a 7-inch tile that is, I'm sorry, it's an 8-inch tile, and it's right there. And that's to take the water off the roof of that building. And there will be no, we're going to run the cement right up to that other building on both sides. So there's just 2 walls. And then here we've got a pad, and this is about close to 3 feet deep, this concrete. And this is where the leg's going to sit. And we've shortened that intake up, so that's all done. The only thing, there's always something. Anyway, and these conveyors got to be reworked, but that's another day. And that's about it. I'm going to be away for a couple of days, so when I get back, this top will be all poured, and the material come today for the grate, so you'll get after that. And they also poured, I'll go over and take a picture of that too. I've talked about this in a previous video. We were going to pour it when we poured that intake and didn't get it done. I hope it's done. We'll go see. I kind of show up here at 5 o'clock and check in with Craig, and other than that, because of COVID, I stay hidden out on the farm, and it's not quite finished. What they do with any leftover concrete is we do a 2-inch They got the other side done. I hear a leg running. This is 2 inches thick here, and it's basically to sweep, and so the water flows in there better. And we try to do that between all our bins. Plus it stops it from eroding under the cement. And I actually had the building inspector here, and that was one of his comments. Anyway, I'll catch up with this when I come back. Yeah, just as I was driving away, I noticed they have started putting this leg together. That's a 40 horse electric motor on there. And we've got it in sections 2, 4, 5, 2. They'll put this thing up in 2 pieces because it is 100 feet high. So they'll stand the boot, and they'll put 50 feet up, and then they'll set the top 50 feet. 2 reasons: it's hard to set a 100-footer. They bow in the middle, and it's too heavy. So that's why we do it this way. Safety. It's a lot safer. So when I come back, he's got to make a guard. Gearbox is coming. And he's got a UHMW came today. We lined this, he'll line this head with this puckboard, UHMW. Anyway, he'll do that. Probably he'll get that done this week. And there's a little bit of paint to do for the intake. And always something. Yeah, I'm back out here at the seed plant. I've been away for about a week. And I was just going to catch you up on what they've been doing in this intake project. They've got the cement poured. They've raised that catch basin, I see. New catch basin in that corner. There's that catch basin we put in the last time I was here. I would assume this cable's temporary. They've started putting the intake in. All this takes an amazing amount of time. They've got the legs up, and it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 9, 10. It's 100 feet to the top, and that's a Frank leg. He's built that here in the shop. Cement's done on both sides, and they've got to build the grate yet. Well, they've got one conveyor pretty much up where it goes, so they've been at her. Just takes a lot of time. I just thought this morning I had a couple of minutes here. It's about 6:45. I thought I'd just catch you up. Now what we'll do, we'll keep this blocked off for at least another week. So, well, first of all, so nobody drives in the hole, and give this concrete a bit of a chance to dry and set. It takes 28 days for this concrete to set up to its total strength. It's probably 95% of the way there already. It doesn't take long. But it's going to be a lot of trucks come over here, so we want to get it good and hard. So I thought I would just bring you up to date. When we get all done, everything will be all painted and it'll look pretty. Anyway, there you go. Okay, I missed a day simply because I didn't have my camera with me yesterday. So I thought I'd catch you up on what's going on with the intake. They've basically got the conveyor in, and as you can see, we put a door in the back in case you ever have to drain it for any reason, if it ever fills full of water. Frank's got the grate about half done. Big job welding this grate together. He cuts these little pieces. He cuts these little pieces and welds them in the middle, and that gives the grate a lot more strength. And we put this tent on top of the conveyor so that the grain only feeds in. You'll see when it gets going, but it feeds in the bottom of the conveyor. That way you can choke feed the conveyor, and it won't overload itself. They've got this one conveyor pretty well fed in. I don't know how they're ever going to change that bearing. That better be a good bearing. Yeah, I don't know how that's going to work. Anyway, we've got 2 7/16 shafts on the head pulley of this conveyor. We use a 81X chain. And this steel in the bottom of this conveyor, that's all AR steel, which I think stands for abrasive resistance. And that steel's so hard you can't even drill it. And it virtually lasts forever, I guess. We've never had to replace one yet. Anyway, today they're going to finish this conveyor. They're going to work on spouts and get these spouts up. And I'll try to catch you up. I'll catch you up in another day, maybe 2. We haven't put the gravel on these approaches simply because we don't want traffic. And there's a temporary cable up here. I don't know where they're going to put it. I don't know. Probably to the roof or somewhere. Anyway, that's it from here. Yeah, I just thought I would drop back here this afternoon. It's a sunny afternoon. It's Sunday. There's nobody here. I was just going to finish off this video. We've basically got this intake almost ready to go. We put another catch basin in here. The water off that roof. There's quite a bit of water comes off that roof. And we've just got a few little finishing touches to do. We've got all the gravel in place. All the concrete is done. And the electricians, they've been working here. They've got the leg is wired up there. They've just got to install the start-stop and whatnot. I see they got the wires pulled in. So the controls will be right here. And the intake it's basically all in. The boys put this other conveyor in here. Now what it's going to do, the beans will come out of these 3 tanks down here, and the third tank is also fed by, there's 640,000 bushels of storage out back, and it's fed into this intake, into that end tank. And it can either go into the leg and be distributed to any number of tanks, or can drop into this conveyor and go right to the cleaner. So that's what that is. What else can I tell you? This leg's 100 feet high, 12-inch downspouts. It'll do 8,000 bushels an hour. The intake, it's completely finished. And they've got a, what we do here is we just blank these grates right off on the end so no beans will get down underneath. And you just dump in here and the grain goes to the leg. That's pretty much all done. Just a few little things to tidy up, like these covers. That's kind of a last minute thing. Frank's already got the controls for the turn head. That's all done. So Other than that, a little tidying up to do, and this job will be in the books. So I just thought I would bring this video to a close. It's gotten long enough, and I'll show you this conveyor that comes out of these back tanks. This is something we stuck in last year. I believe it's 120 feet long. What we've got is 600,000 bushel tanks that we put IPs in. Comes down that long spout, and this is a 120-foot drag conveyor, and it moves the beans to the front into the cleaner or tank or whatever. So that's about it. So I want to just take a minute. Thank you for watching. If you like this video, and I don't know if you want to see any more of this kind of stuff or not, give us a comment in the bottom. And if you like it, give us a like. If you haven't subscribed, that would be a good time. Just click that subscribe button. Doesn't cost anything. And it's better because they keep track of all that on YouTube. Anyway, I just want to thank you for watching. I'll catch you again.